You are surrounded by communication. Every word spoken, every advertisement glanced at, every aspect of your culture, whether Shakespeare or hip-hop, Doctor Who or Coronation Street, street hoarding or theatre experience, even the label on a box of breakfast cereal, is communication. The clothes you wear are communication. The colours, style, and expense all communicating something about you to others. Words and sound, appearance and action, these are all forms of communication. We live in a world with a fetish for communication. The internet, television, radio, newspapers, books, music, theatre, you cannot escape communication. The human race just will not shut up, even for a moment, and this is especially true of the modern world. The harnessing of electricity has been a boon for communication over a long distance. The word telegraphy comes from the Greek, tele, meaning distant or at a distance, hence telephone, television, etc., and graph, meaning writing or to write. It was through the use of electricity that telegraphy, communication over a long distance, became viable. And it is through telegraphy that modern telecommunications came of age, from the telephone to the internet, YouTube to streaming. The copper wires on land and the submarine cables beneath the sea drew together the modern world. It is through communication that problems can be solved and great ideas revealed, and by reaching out and by listening, we can discover that we are not as alone as we first thought. We may believe we are the only one who believes X, only to find there's a whole community of like-minded people who also believe X. Communication often leads to encounters between one person's ideas and philosophy with another's. This can sometimes be an unpleasant experience. The discovery that others are as certain of views diametrically opposed to our own often shocks us. Politics and religion come to mind. The price of so much electronic communication is exposure to views we don't necessarily like. It is our reaction to those opposing philosophies that our maturity, or lack of maturity, is revealed, and so we can say that we reveal ourselves through communication and define ourselves by our communication. Social media springs to mind. As difficult as it is to imagine, we live in a world unimaginable to our ancestors. Today, we can talk and even see people on the far side of the world in real time. Yet, for almost the whole of human history, indeed the whole existence of the planet Earth, this has not been possible. For tens, if not hundreds of thousands of years, human beings were very local, speaking only to those people they could meet in person, friends and family and acquaintances living within walking distance. It's extraordinary to think how alien their world seems to us now, and how alien our world would seem to them. If a solar flare were to erupt in our direction, thereby short-circuiting our electronics and the electricity grid, or if a country were to develop an EMP weapon, our communication horizons would shrink overnight. Imagine what it might be like. No social media, no YouTube, no email, no teleconferencing, no television or telephones. Our world would become very quiet. But for most of human history, that quiet was the norm. One day it might be again. So let's talk while we can. Let's explore ideas we might never have explored before with an open mind. And let's give thanks to those early pioneers who risked their fortunes, and at times their lives, to ensure we could talk. If you liked this video, why not give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel anyway.